Holy Christ, can you believe it's almost that time of year again? Less than a week away and we'll all be gathered around our computer screens, towering over our glistening cell phones, or just chilling out with our friends, trying to get every little bit of information that we possibly can out of the gaming industry. Oh yeah, that's right, it's E3. And even though this year our personal favorite heavy hitter will be sitting on the sidelines waiting for the next big game, we can't help but still get excited for a host of other reasons. I'm looking at you, Final Fantasy VII. With all that said, I'm Tragic from Console Crashers, and this is the top 10 things we hope to see at E3 2019.
Number 10.
Next generation hardware. The world is filled with more than its fair share of PC elitists who all believe that their graphics card is the next coming of Christ. But for the average consumer, and myself included, the next generation of home consoles is a rather big deal. Being a huge fan of physical media and the hardware that it's designed for, I can't wait to see what both Microsoft and Sony will bring to the table when it comes to their next generation consoles. Even though we might not get a chance to see the PlayStation 5 at this year's E3, no doubt Microsoft will take a large part of their E3 press conference to talk about whatever's coming next for them.
Number 9.
An in-depth look at Beyond Good and Evil 2. Alright, I'll be the first to admit that I have never played Beyond Good and Evil. I know I should, but with so many other games clawing at my front door just begging me to let them in, it's just so hard to find time to sit back and relish in this stylistic cult classic. The sequel, however, is a different story, grabbing my attention the moment it came on stage at Ubisoft's presser a few years back, when the developers said, "Seamless transition from the smallest alleyway to the deepest reaches of space." I was sold. I needed to see more immediately, and in the last few years we've only got minor glimpses at the project's full potential. If Ubisoft is able to deliver half of the promises they made on this title, we'll no doubt all be clamoring for a chance to play it, when it more than likely comes out on next-gen platforms.
Number 8.
Nintendo shows more Animal Crossing. Considering the types of games we're known for here on Console Crashers, this one here might be a bit of a strange one indeed. However, every once in a while you need to set aside the carnage and destruction just to kick back, relax, and enjoy the world around you. Too few games exist like Animal Crossing, and we're in a dire need of a new entry. We know it's coming, but we want to know so much more about it. Will it be co-op? Is there more activities to partake in? Will we finally be able to send Tom Nook to an early grave for all those outrageous loan debts he stuck us with? Sorry. Guess that's all that carnage and destruction talking. Probably best we just move on.
Number 7.
A teaser trailer for Persona 6. We all know it's not going to happen. I want it to happen. You want it to happen. Even if you don't think you want it to happen, you still want it to happen. You need this to happen. But sadly, it won't. There's nothing more here than a pipe dream. But if Atlas really does love us, which I'm sure in some way they definitely do, they should really release a trailer for Persona 6. Please? Just a small one?
Number 6.
Bethesda decides to show off Starfield in some form. Now, Todd Howard has already gone on record saying that Starfield would not appear at Bethesda's 2019 showcase. This is disappointing news. However, Bethesda could potentially have a change of heart and decide to give the people exactly what they kinda want, which is a look at Starfield, because, let's be honest, they haven't done anything on the Elder Scrolls 6 yet. Not to mention, Bethesda has a lot to prove considering their last few endeavors have been less than stellar. Come on, Todd, show us the damn game already!
Number 5.
Bluepoint Games is actually remaking Demon's Souls. Chalk this one up to a simple rumor, but someone had mentioned that Bluepoint Games is working on another beloved franchise remake. Word on the street is that remake in question is none other than From Software's cult classic, Demon's Souls. Could you just imagine how awesome it would be if this one turned out to be true? I mean, my god, 2 From Software games within almost a year of each other? Sign me up! On the other hand, however, there is a chance that this is not the case, which brings up more intrigue. If not Demon's Souls, then what could it be? Let us know which game you hope Bluepoint is working on down in the comments section below. And just in case you're a little confused on who they are, they're the guys that remade Shadow of the Colossus, which was a fantastic remake, and you guys should definitely go check that out.
Number 4.
From Software announces a new title. Now this is probably way too soon after the release of Sekiro for this one to be true, but it would be really amazing to have some kind of surprise announcement from the kings of masochism themselves. I mean, Dark Souls 4, Bloodborne 2, a new IP altogether, I mean, it really doesn't matter. I just want more of their sweet, sweet pain. Oh man. I think I need to get some help.
Number 3.
Capcom announces a slew of amazing titles. This year, Capcom has the chance to take the entire show by storm. For decades, they've piled up a bunch of amazing IPs, and this year would most definitely be the perfect time to let them loose. Resident Evil 8, Mega Man Legends 3, Resident Evil 3 Remake, or even the rumored Dino Crisis reboot. Any single one of these games would just take the show and throw it into a legendary status. Capcom, you've been doing really good the last few years. Please don't screw this up. We're counting on you.
Number 2.
A release date and closer look at Cyberpunk 2077. We've already seen quite a bit of Cyberpunk 2077 thanks to the lengthy gameplay demo that they showed us last year, but let's be honest, the key thing we all want is a solid release date. Seeing more of the game would definitely be a nice treat, no doubt, but the one question everybody's clamoring for is when can we play it? CD Projekt Red has gone on record saying that this year will be their most important year at E3 yet, so let's just hope that we'll walk away with some kind of very juicy info indeed.
Number 1.
An in-depth look at Final Fantasy VII. Alright guys, let's get serious for a moment. This is it, the number one thing on our list. Going back to any E3 video before 2015, and the number one spot on any one of our lists would have always been Square Enix announces Final Fantasy VII Remake. For over a decade we waited to hear those words, and now that we finally have, all we need is a really good look at it. A month ago, after years of silence on the project, Square finally dropped a very exciting trailer with promises of more information coming this June. With Square taking Sony's spot in this endless barrage of press conferences going on that week, we're bound to get a good look at Final Fantasy VII Remake. What information they show us, however, is a completely different story. Maybe a first look at the long-awaited Tifa reveal, a deep dive into the gameplay systems, or even better, how about a release date? There's so many things we want to know when it comes to this project, and personally, I just can't wait any longer. So there you have it guys, that's our list. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, hit that like button down below, and leave a comment because we love seeing what you guys think. As always, we hope you had a great day, and we'll see you all in the next video. Okay. So far, so good.
Do you want to go back to see if...
No, we do not want to go back. We never want to go back. We live in the rest of this dungeon for the rest of our lives. We will never go back. Okay.
Alright, let's keep going.
Hey, there's an item back there. So I just go back.